Scarpins Avenue.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Sklarbro Country, the virus edition, a.k.a. the Pandy Pods.
A.k.a. Two Jews, No Harm, and Killabrews.
A.k.a. comics with mass appeal and a setup from Old Zealand.
There you go.
TJ Lancaster, I love you, buddy. How about this one? I can update this now at Sklar Brothers, hashtag a.k.a. Sklarbro. Twin brothers bringing fans together from across the world as we finally get to see Trump get hurled. Sarah Dunn.
Sarah Dunn.
Doing it from
Ireland.
Ireland. I love it, Sarah Dunn. And he is getting hurled, but he's not leaving, and he's not acknowledging it, and nobody is acknowledging it because he has such a chokehold on the Republican Party and will continue to do so. And the problem with that is that his lying and his bullshit is going to make it more difficult for this country to heal and move forward in any way, shape, or form. Something that every losing candidate has done in history. And this is where you're
Put the nation before yourself.
That's right, which he won't because he's a selfish piece
incapable
of
of putting
garbage.
anything before himself.
So he is going to continue to sow division and continue to sow chaos and problems.
He's like a drunk guy who's falling down and grabbing the drapes and pulling everything
pulls
down.
everything off the tablecloth and everything. That's who he is. And he's going down and you're going to be out of there. On January 20th, when he's done and he's leaving, he's like a used car driving off the lot, just depreciating in every second. But from now until then, it's going to be bad. And the lying
We knew
sucks.
that, by the way. We knew that.
And let's jump into our first story because
It's important because it's a funny take on lying and the fact that we all have, and I've said this before, I think we all have one or two, some of us maybe a little bit more, a good lie inside of us just to get some free stuff.
Right.
Our dad
was one of the best at it. He used to lie. We went to a restaurant. We talked about it on Dumb People Town this past weekend with John Hamm. If you haven't heard it, it's the live. If you weren't there, live Dumb People Town with John Hamm in Tennessee. It is now up in the Dumb People Town feed.
Amazing.
Start listening to that. Subscribe to that show if you don't listen to it. Fantastic. But we talked about this place called Mr. Steak. Jay and I went to this place called Mr. Steak. It was terrible. He's a Mr. He's not Dr. Steak.
No, he's Mr. Steak.
He's not Steak, Mr. Steak DDS.
No.
He's just Mr. Steak. And we went there, and for, I think, kids under the age of 3, they allowed you to get a drumstick, a peach wedge, and a parsley garnish for 29 cents.
I think our dad had us get that
Till we were like 6.
6 or 7. I mean,
Well,
we were
they're-
reading the menu out loud. We were asking the waitress
They're just really smart. These are Mensa kids.
Questions
It's like
about
they're 3.
the
So our
dining
dad
experience.
would, the little lie to get you like,
I think I once asked, what is this drumstick seasoned with? That's not something that a
you should
3-year-old
know
asks. But
what paprika is at age 3. No kid knows
and
that.
some of these lies are pretty harmless. I mean, you got the thing.
I'm with that person in the VIP section. All right, there's
my
no victim there.
girlfriend's in there. I got to go in there.
Maybe you get in. All
Yeah,
right.
or I bought bottle service and now I can't afford it, and that's it. Sometimes it's like a free night at a hotel. You're like, yeah, I heard a lot of noise last night. It felt like there was someone rolling a bowling ball above my thing. I use this hotel all the time. You got to give me some kind of break. That happens, all right,
It's
once in a
not
while.
that ethical, but whatever.
Here's the deal. What you decide to cash that little lie in for, that says everything about you as a person. That's
and the
Rorschach
bigger
test.
the lie to get the smaller of
The
a
bigger the
thing.
lie for the smaller thing, that says everything you need to know about a person. For example, if you're lying that you're a member of the FBI just to get some free Chick-Fil-A,
then that's
you got problems.
you got problems,
and you're going to get got.
And this is where we're at in our first story. Let's get into
Let's
it.
get into it, okay? Authorities arrested a woman in Dallas,
Texas,
Georgia.
Dallas,
Georgia.
That's whenever you see the name of like a town that should be from
And it's in the
somewhere
wrong
else,
place, then you know that the town we're talking about in the wrong place is a very, very tiny town.
and it's probably very weird, like Mexico, Missouri,
Or Paris, Texas.
or Lebanon, Missouri,
Or St. Petersburg, Florida.
or Damascus, Syria. Kidding. Or Dallas, Georgia.
right.
Weird shit is happening there.
Yeah, it's like a weird little town, okay? Woman arrested after she allegedly tried to convince restaurant workers that she was... Restaurant, again, we're stretching what Chick-fil-A
is.
It's a
If
place
the
we get
tables
food.
are nailed down, it's not a restaurant.
Okay, she tried to convince restaurant workers that she was an FBI agent and should get free food.
Is that a thing?
That
I
FBI
asked you,
agents
get
just-
free food? Like if you work for the FBI, it's like your birthday every day at Baskin Robbins?
Well, we're about to find out.
Okay.
Kimberly George Ragsdale. Wait, her middle name is George?
She's the Dallas, Georgia of George's
What is going
name.
on here?
These names are all wrong.
She attempted to get free food from a Chick-fil-A by pretending to be an FBI agent, the Polk County Standard Journal reports.
You know how FBI agents never pay for anything?
Yeah, that's why you get into the FBI, so you can
Yeah.
get free Chick-fil-A, I think. I think that's the call. Employees were apparently not convinced and called 911 to report this woman. Look, there's a great pension at the FBI.
That's right.
There's wonderful health benefits.
But it's the free Chick-fil-A that really ropes people in to say, like, where do I want to go on a career path? I want to go to a place that definitely gives me a lot of free food that's probably going to kill me.
My question, Randy, is why in the world would these quote-unquote restaurant workers at a Chick-fil-A not believe that the woman was in the FBI like she said she was?
Because she was in flip-flops and a tank top?
Maybe because she has type 2 diabetes?
Because she had 5 kids with her?
Maybe because she was smoking?
Because she washed her hair in the bathroom?
Seriously though, like if you were looking to have an FBI agent go undercover, who better to do it than this woman?
It is kind of a genius strategy, right?
I mean,
5 kids washing her hair in the sink in the bathroom. She comes out. She's a mess. She claims she's an FBI. Who's going to believe that? You know what I mean?
Like hiding out in the open.
Hiding in plain sight. This is a plain sight agent. This is the way, like the new form of agent. She's probably highly
She
educated.
could very well be in the FBI. I
What
don't
if
know.
she was, Jay? What if we were just completely wrong and this woman is just so deep undercover that she can't even get back to her real life?
According to the news outlet, this is not the first time Ragsdale has attempted to get free food and has threatened to arrest employees when they don't provide the food. That threat is awful. It does
count as like an abuse of white privilege, I think, because this woman
let's
is
not
white.
sugarcoat this here, right, Ram? Because
even if she's threatening poor white people, that counts.
it's the same thing as when, we've covered stories like this where a guy takes out a little card in a store and says,
anti-masker, I don't need to wear a
I'm going to
mask.
sue you for $75,000. Now, this person on the other end of that accusation
Does not want to be sued for $70,000.
and if they don't know unequivocally that they can't do it, then there's a part of them that goes,
I probably shouldn't confront this person.
Is it worth it to confront this person and then find out that
Is
I am
one
gonna owe-
meal denying this woman one meal worth finding out? This
and
is how
that's
she
when it
leans
takes
on
advantage
them.
of it. And look, whatever. I'll just give it to her. Whatever. I'll just let them spread COVID through a Walmart. Whatever.
Most of these people deserve to die anyway.
Also, it's like an insult to real FBI agents who I'm guessing are often willing to pay for their own Chick-fil-A.
Yeah. Do they want to raise a stink?
It spreads a bad message and sort of like a bad meme. And
the FBI, they're
always mooching off stuff.
Always looking to get free chicken nuggets.
Yeah, FBI also corrupt and threatening.
Yeah.
That's not what we want. That's how bad it is with police and the police and people affiliated with police.
People be willing to believe this.
That FBI, because it's like cops, they'll walk in and they'll try to flex their muscles and get free shit. As
This is too big of a lie for Chick-fil-A. To say you're in the FBI and you need free food.
FBI to get free stuff at Chick-fil-A. Maybe,
Popeye's chicken.
Now, Popeye's chicken
We're
sandwich.
talking about a chicken sandwich that is...
Have you tried it yet, Ray?
I haven't. Have you?
No.
I'm going to get it.
Let's get it.
Get it.
Let's get him. I want one. You pull the FBI card for renting a car.
Yeah, getting a spot in the front row of the Gallery of the Masters at Amen Corner, which is happening this weekend.
You don't use it for Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
It's not,
That says everything you need to know about Ragsdale.
She puts this puts the rags in Ragsdale.
You know how you heard rags to riches? This is rags to Ragsdale.
When officers arrived, Ragsdale reportedly continued to claim that she was a federal agent, which is weird.
I thought the double down was KFC, and not Chick-fil-A.
And
Am I
turns
wrong?
out she's full on doubling
Don't you tell
down.
Ragsdale about that.
She allegedly told officers that she had no identification because her credentials were electronic only.
Yep, the agency went all electronic. It's all digital now.
Yeah,
You
it's
didn't
a
know
big
that?
deal
You
down
didn't know that?
Big deal down at HQ. Where's HQ, ma'am?
Oh, I can't tell you.
I'd love to be able to tell you.
You think
but
I could just tell regular people where FBI HQ is? I can't do that.
then I'd have to kill you. And is my free cream corn ready? Because
Just wondering what is going on with the biscuits.
I don't even know if they have biscuits. at
Probably
Chick-fil-A.
not.
Officers placed Ragsdale in handcuffs and arrested her. She reportedly pretended to talk. This is my favorite part of any story we've ever done. She pretended to talk to a supposed radio in her shirt reporting that she was being arrested and that the FBI needed to send someone to the Rockmart Police Department.
Okay, this is the greatest moment of all time that she gets busted and pretends that she has a walkie
I'm guessing
in her shirt.
she made the walkie-talkie noise. She's like,
Yeah.
This is Agent Ragsdale. We're going to need backup over here. My life is over.
In a statement obtained by the Polk County Standard Journal, Rockmart Police Chief Randy Turner said, "We are thankful for the observant and professional staff at CFA." Is that what we're calling Chick-Fil-A nowadays?
Chick-fil-A? How do they get an acronym like the FBI?
CFA.
They're as important as the FBI. You know, down at CFA headquarters, HQ.
CFA is it. They have a 3-letter acronym. They are more credible now than Ragsdale's fake FBI.
They kind of are. CFA is a combo of the FBI and the CIA.
CFA. It's CFBI and CIA. They're even more potent than that.
We would like to inform our citizens to call 911 if someone is claiming to be an officer if they aren't
not in an unmarked car,
or if they're not in a proper uniform. Again, I'm assuming.
And don't have proper credentials. I'm guessing she didn't have any proper credentials.
According to arrest report, Ragsdale was charged with impersonating public officer. And she does great impersonations.
She really does.
They should have given her an FBI. Failed by impersonation.
That's right. You failed by impersonation. That's the citation.
I've seen better impersonations at a Rich Little concert.
Concert?
Gathering?
Yeah.
Gathering more what it is.
I think he's dead.
But this goes back to what we were saying at the very beginning. There's been an assault on truth.
And people feel like that anybody can insult.
I can say whatever I want to say.
If I believe I'm in the FBI and say it enough, guess what? I'm in the FBI.
And it should get me free shit.
And
Where's my free stuff? That's what people want.
This is as crazy as that sounds. A woman walking in saying she's in the FBI and deserves a free Chick-fil-A. That's as crazy as someone saying the election that I lost, I actually won. Keep that in mind.
Same
All right.
thing.
After the break, we come back. We have a story that is pretty unbelievable about an election that happened because we're sort of getting all the data about who got elected.
Right.
And
There are some surprise results in the election across the
nothing more
country.
surprising than this small Kentucky town. This is Sklarbro Country the Virus Edition. We'll be right back. Hey guys, welcome back to the show. It is up. The ticket link is live. Our holiday live Dumb People Town is up now, December 12th.
You're not going to get to go to your office party this year. Let us be. This is the office party you want to be at. It is the Sklar brothers. It is Daniel Van Kirk. It is the two hosts of the Dollop podcast, one of the best podcasts.
Dollop People Town. And
Dave Anthony and Gareth Reynolds.
And our musical guest is Mac Lethal, the amazing Mac Lethal. Fast, like lickety-split, fast rapper.
Like one of the fastest rappers in the world. He is a unbelievable freestyle rapper. He's an incredible rap battler, and he's going to bring the heat to the show. First time we've had a rap artist as our musical guest on Dumb People Town.
So
very
cool.
excited.
We're very excited, and that's on December 12th. Go to eventbrite.com, look up Live Dumb People Town, get your tickets now because that will sell out. Some of the proceeds are going to two charities, one for seniors and one for kids, so you'll be doing good. Consider this as like I'm doing a nice thing and I'm doing something for myself. Get it as a present for your loved one as well.
There you go.
Present them with the Dumb People Town ticket. Happy Hanukkah. There you go. Should we jump into this?
Especially as COVID clamps down and we're going to maybe not be able to do as many things as it gets.
This is your chance to go out while at home.
You got a night out while you're at home.
There we go.
Okay.
All right. So like I said before the break, as we sort through the final totals of this election, and it still goes on right now. Remember,
We got two runoffs in Georgia. That's a big date, January 5th.
So there's still a ways to go before a new president is sworn in on January 20th, 2021.
And by the way, Rand, I think both sides of the coin are going to have to do a lot of soul searching.
Republicans had a great election. They won tons of seats in their state houses. They won governorships.
You know, and
they took
I
back
heard,
House representative spots.
I
They may
heard
take
part
back
of the
Senate.
reason why that happened was, because people said
They took out their grievances against Trump at the top of the ticket, and then they kept to their Republican ideals by voting.
Correct. Or in some ways, in 2018, when there was a massive blue wave, the Republicans didn't necessarily get the vote out in the same way that they did in this election. So now you had more Republicans in counties where there just are more Republicans.
So
when everyone comes out to vote, they're obviously going to just vote the party line in many ways.
So inadvertently, Trump helped the Republicans, even though that wasn't his goal, and he's not going to do it now because he only cares about himself.
Correct.
But Biden won, so both sides have a lot to be happy about and a lot to analyze moving forward. Many people are wondering, how did this happen? Why did this happen? How did I lose to the other guy's candidate? This and that. That's happening all over. But it feels unbelievable to a lot of people.
Sure. But nothing is more unbelievable than the guy who lost in the race.
This mayoral race in Kentucky. This story, in this political climate, in my opinion, is insane. So here we go. Get ready. The small community of Rabbit Hash, Kentucky, has elected a dog as its mayor. Shouldn't they elect a rabbit? It matters that it's a dog. You should be electing a rabbit. You're Rabbit Hash. You should be electing a rabbit. You didn't even get that right, Rabbit Hash.
So when you think about a rabbit hunt, which I'm sure they have tons of in Kentucky, you use a bloodhound to track. You use dogs to track the rabbits. So its greatest natural predator or within this world of hunting.
So let's just.
It's not its greatest natural predator, but it is someone who is helping hunters destroy and kill rabbits.
A Kentucky community elected a dog to be their mayor. Now,
by the way, Rabbit Hash sounds like it would taste really good. I'm going to say that.
It really would. It's like corned beef hash, only
with rabbit.
Yeah. Now,
only jumpier.
Maybe they're a little jumpier. Maybe they're so fed up with the partisan politics that they're like, screw it, we're going to put a dog in there. Because at least the dog isn't going to be swayed one way or other. Or they could think that a dog, maybe they'd be so dumb that they think that a dog would be great on policy. Maybe they really believe that.
He is a dog.
Especially in terms of keeping outdoor spaces well-groomed.
You the dog now, dog. Yes.
Wilbur Beast. A French.
Do you think
bulldog.
that was a play on the words wildebeest?
I want to give credit where credit is due, but I don't trust these people at all.
Yes.
I'm guessing it's not a play on anything at all. But Wilbur Beast, the wildebeest of French bulldogs, just like it wasn't a joke when, in my opinion, 100 people, the 100 people played on the town, like that this goddamn dog, you know what I mean? Like if 100 people voted for a dog, fine, that's one thing. But like the whole town voted for the dog. Wait till you hear the vote counts.
This is insane.
A French bulldog won the race with 13,143 votes, according to the Rabbit Hash Historical Society. Again, should have been a rabbit.
First of all, how do we know this dog was born in America?
It's French.
He's
Let's get out the birth certificate.
I hate to be a birther, but let's find out. Or let's get at least a list of the shots he had as his last vet.
When was his last Bordetella? That was the highest winning total ever for the position. Did you hear that? So talk about getting the vote out. This French bulldog, highest winning total ever for that position.
His owner was probably like, you want to get the vote out?
You want to get it out?
Who wants to get the vote out?
Who wants to get the vote out? You want to get the vote outside? That's a good boy.
Yes, you do.
This is not the first canine in chief for Rabbit Hash. Great. The Ohio River community, just a few hundred people has been electing dogs as its mayors. So wait, how can the community be of just a few hundred people and yet they have 13,000 votes that go toward this one dog? Electing dogs as its mayors for fundraisers since the 1990s. Okay. All right, fine. So it's a fundraiser.
Is it a way to make a mockery of our political process?
Can't you just elect a town mascot for a fundraiser? What? People won't give money?
No, it has to be the mayor. Obviously, it has to be the mayor in this situation.
Like people won't give money to a regular fundraiser in this town. That's how dumb they are. You got to trick them by saying this dog is going to be the mayor.
And we're all sitting around here wondering, this is Kentucky.
How Mitch McConnell beat Amy McGrath. Yeah. Right. Rabbit Hash is known for its historic general store, which dates back to the 19th century, but it was destroyed in a 2016 fire, which sucks. The store has been since rebuilt, and the mayoral election is a fundraiser in which each dollar donated counts as a vote for the candidate of the donor's choice. I don't understand what that has to do with the store. Does it go towards rebuilding the store? The store is already rebuilt.
I guess if you want to put a vote, and this maybe explains why people probably voted multiple times. There's only a few hundred people in the community. They gave multiple times money to support
that
the thing.
Is probably what happened right there. Again, it's encouraging illegal voting practices. Why can't you just vote the dog to be the mascot or the new face of the general store?
Yeah.
Who do you want to be the new? And you hang a new one up every year. This guy is the new face of the general store.
But I guess there are probably
Wilbur Beast.
There are probably mayors in this country who've done worse than like this dog who just drags his balls across the floor like they're wheels.
There are mayors who have shat all over their towns more than this dog has.
Absolutely.
Okay, literally in many ways. You elected a dog. Spokesperson for Wilbur, his human, Amy Nolan, told Fox News that they thanked both local supporters and from around the world who gave them a vote of confidence. Around the world.
Let's not.
Are we now taking foreign, like, let's start to look about contributions from foreign entities?
Yeah.
Are we not? Again, if it's just a fundraiser, no one's looking into this. But the mayoral race, what kind of influence does Russia want to have on this dog?
Yeah.
You want to let Wilbur speak for himself? Speak, boy, speak.
Speak.
It's an exciting adventure and a deeply meaningful cause to preserve the river hamlet town of Rabbit Hash. So now
They're saving the whole town?
Right.
I don't
They
get
sent
this.
a written statement. This town welcomes visitors. I don't believe it. Like, I don't believe it. They're saying the town needs to be saved. I don't believe you. This town welcomes visitors and will continue to provide the fun event for all ages. Don't bring all ages into this thing for nostalgia and the charm we have to offer. Fine, you're a great town, but you don't have to have a dog as a mayor. Again, you can offer all this, even have a mock election.
Elect a regular mayor.
Listen, we cannot approve the necessary funding for expanding the downtown parking unless we get Wilbur's paw print sign off on the document.
And he's taking a nap right now.
More than 22,000 votes were cast. Again, only a couple hundred people, which the Historical Society was the highest total ever for its elections. And for being a down ballot dog here, a down ballot dog, that's even more.
It kind of is remarkable when you think about it, how many people
Jackrabbit, a beagle, and golden retriever Poppy finished in the top 3. You'd think the Jackrabbit would win Rabbit Hash.
I know.
He
Couldn't even cash in on the name.
Rabbit. They have now said that they're Rabbit Hash ambassadors. So you lose, but you're still an ambassador. I don't understand this election.
Well, are they
at all.
accepting the results? That's my question. Are these other
they
dogs?
are, and they've both conceded. They sniffed his ass, and they both conceded.
Good.
How great would it have been if there were dogs, and then like one woman who identifies as a dog,
Yes.
like as a poodle on the ticket. You know,
Yes, like Barbara Claiborne.
she ran in this mayoral
Barbara
race.
Claiborne ran against 3 dogs. She identifies
She
as a
considers-
standard poodle.
That's right. She's skittish. She loves long walks, has a tight perm, whatever that means.
Yes.
So she's running, and I have to tell you, she's making a lot of sense, Jay.
She is, but she's not getting her due because you know what? This town is predisposed to voting for a dog. This is a dog town.
This woman identifies a dog, and she wants to hold 3 debates and a town hall meeting with these other candidates.
And you know what? Those dogs are ducking her. They're ducking her.
You got a problem with Barbara? She's on leash most of the time. Barbara's got a harness that she wears.
Yeah, but when Barbara gets into a debate, she gets unleashed.
You don't want to let Barbara off leash because she will rip you to shreds.
That's right.
As for Wilbur, some public events will be planned in the future. In the meantime, his rep encouraged anyone interested to reach out on social media, promising he'll be all ears.
Oh.
His reps quickly were beheaded for making that pun about the French bulldog. What? No.
No.
Do we even know that Wilbur's party affiliation? That's my question. Do you? What is it?
A Green Party candidate?
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. It's
very
Kentucky.
he's very independent. Maybe that's where he leans.
This is either Libertarian or Republican. It's Kentucky.
Imagine if you were a human against Barbara and Barbara ran against the dog.
A human against the dog and you lost?
Yeah.
That's just...
This town just wants to elect an outsider. French
or
bulldog.
an insider.
Yes.
Or an insider if it's dogs. Like they
there's going to be talk about the Big Bone Lobby and how much money they gave to this guy.
That's right.
For real, I would love to hear the presidential election be described through the lens of Wilbur Beast's election win.
Yes.
Biden beat Trump in the same fashion that Wilbur Beast dispensed with Jack Rabbit.
Yeah, Jack
Would that
Rabbit
be
was
great?
the favorite, and obviously
He Wilbur Beasted on Trump.
He beasted on the incumbent.
And that's going to leave a mark. Either way, all the losers in this election will leave their current posts with their tails between their legs.
Definitely.
We can only hope. And that is a show, you guys. That is how we do. Welcome back. We're midweek. And we love you guys. So we're going to sort of barrel towards the rest of this week and this weekend. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Stay connected, stay protected, don't get infected, wear a mask. This is not a hoax.
But we've got the jokes.
All right. So let's do this together.
Let's turn this ship around and head it in the right direction. Let's head towards the sunlight. Let's head towards love, towards each other and humanity. Let's try to mend the damage that's been done. We can do this.
We definitely can. And we'll see you tomorrow.
La ti da, la ti da ti da ti da, la ti da.